Hi everybody, this is Professor B and Tundra the dog. We are out here having a lovely afternoon. Now that it has finally cooled down a little bit, we wanted to both, first of all, wish you a great day wherever you are, wherever you're watching this from. And secondly, I hope that your first week back from fall break is going well. I hope that you got to rest a little bit over the last week, and I wanted to check in initially about your midterm grade updates. So those were supposed to be done by tonight, and they may still be. As soon as I go inside, I'm going to pick back up with those. I just got home from class. But you may or may not be aware that yesterday momentum was down, and that was something that impacted the entire country. There was a massive outage with, I guess, like all servers that are and were connected to Amazon. So that probably impacted you as well, but I was not able to go into Momentum and tabulate discussion responses because I've just been going in one fell swoop and checking grades for discussions, quizzes, and your exam. So I had to pause on doing the grade updates because I could not access that information. So what that means is it may go into tomorrow a little bit of getting those official emails. And again, those are coming on your Outlook email, and you're getting updates about your test grade, like how you did on the exam, and then your overall grade in the course. And thus far, the people that I've looked at, everybody is actually doing really, really well. So you can expect that from me either tonight or tomorrow. And that's still within that 2-week range. But I just wanted to update you because I had wanted to be completely done by tonight. And I may still pull it off, but I could not get much of anything done yesterday because of that outage. Now, you might be wondering, how does this impact me? You know, do we also get an extension? Yes, you do, if you need it. For the Frankenstein homework that was due, and still right now is due, tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. If you were planning on having yesterday specifically to get in and download Frankenstein and you weren't able to, look at the homework in the way that you needed to, and if that has impacted you negatively, I am okay with, giving you a day extension on that as well. Right now, I'm not planning on it. Nobody has requested it. But if you need that, just let me know. So, again, it's not any of our faults that Momentum decided to malfunction. So if you need a 1-day extension on the quiz, the reading for Frankenstein, because it's not just the book, sorry for the shaky cam. It's not just the book, it's also the PowerPoint, the PDF that I wanted you to read through before you actually download the novel. So if you had a hard time because you were not able to access that yesterday, I'm totally okay with giving you an extension until Thursday. Just reach out and let me know, and if I get a sense that the class as a whole needs that, then I will move it by 1 day. But yeah, normally our deadline is Wednesdays. I'm planning on keeping that, again, unless in this case you need more time. So I was just going to let you know that I haven't forgotten you if you didn't get an email from me. I would say about half of the class right now, maybe a little less than half of the class right now does not have an email from me. Those of you who do have an email did really, really well. So I'm going to continue. Today, knock on wood, it worked for me. So I'm going to continue to look at those test grades, tabulate all the discussion grades, quiz grades. The grades don't go above 100 for this class because Roane State can't award an A+. We can't actually do that in our grade system. But even if you did the extra credit assignments, which several of you have actually been emailing me and asking for those, which is great. There's going to be more of those. Hi, what you doing? Sorry, I love him so much. And he's an old boy, so I have to cherish him. Anyway, that's going to be the only movie extra credit that is rated PG and that you can kind of feel totally comfortable watching around, your kids or other family members. So if for some reason you want to do that, it just involves answering discussion prompts about a film, and the film is Sense and Sensibility. I have those prompts, and you just email me. There's 7 questions, and you only have to answer 5 of them. And then you just respond whenever you want to between now and the end of the semester, and that'll be 2 points added directly to your grade. So the grade does not go higher than 100, like I said, but those extra credit points will count as kind of a buffer zone if you end up getting into trouble on the next exam or on any other quizzes, or if you forget a discussion prompt one time. So we are, like I said, starting Frankenstein, which I refer to as Frankentime. And I love Frankenstein. I know that many of you may have already read it in your high schools. That's okay. I want you to bring whatever wisdom you have to the rereading of it. If you haven't read it, the reason Frankenstein is super important is because it started the sci-fi genre, and a lot of people actually consider it as the beginning of the modern horror genre as well. So sci-fi and horror as we know it would not exist without Mary Shelley, who at the tender age of 19 years old wrote this entire novel about a person who gets put together from dead body parts and forms an independent consciousness and contemplates the unfairness of the universe. So it's a classic for a reason. Your assignments will be posted week to week continually, and by Thursday you will actually, in case you need it, you'll have a new schedule that goes until the end of the term through that first week of December. But your modules week by week will always have, like, okay, here's what we're doing this week. And there are times where I change things from the overall schedule. There's a disclaimer in the syllabus that we can do that if we need to. So the most accurate information will always be, sorry, it's kind of windy, so I'm having a hard time holding up the phone. I thought it would be such a good idea to do this outside. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. Anyway, that wasn't very smart of Mom. Yeah. Ha ha. Anyway. The most accurate information will always be in the actual module itself. So I am here if you need any help at all. Just email me. That's the best way to reach me. I'm watching the clock because I know I'm supposed to not make these longer than 8 minutes if I can help it. A lot of people are emailing me from Momentum. I know this is the most annoying thing on the planet. If at all possible, please email me from your Outlook, because remember, Momentum does not let me actually respond to you, which I know is insane. And I hate Momentum so much, and I know this is the 30th time you've heard me say that, but there's no system that lets me directly respond to you. And so if you have been reaching out to me from Momentum, I've just been taking the email and forwarding it to your Outlook email and then sending my response to that. But if at all possible, if you reach out to me, please do so from your RaiderNet. Like your, what are you, he's trying to eat my dress. Your email address that says, you know, .RoanState or @RoanState.edu. That's where I would like you to communicate with me from, just so that I can respond to you directly. So again, if you have any questions, I'm here. It is coming up on the last weekend of October. So if you are going to do anything Halloween-y or harvesty, it will probably be this weekend. So if you have any cool plans, feel free to let me know and send me pictures. There's one last thing I wanted to discuss with you, and that is the emails that were sent at the beginning of the semester for attendance. One of the students very graciously reached out to me and told me that he never got a response from me, and I felt terrible, and I went and looked back in my drafts, and lo and behold, I had written the response and it was there. It didn't go through, and I'm guessing that's because of the period of time where I was down in the boonies taking care of my mom so much. So, if that applies to any of you, if there are any of you that did not get a response email from me, I know it's probably too late now, but I do want to apologize, because I did actually write response emails to everybody who sent me their attendance check-in, like at the very beginning with pictures of their pets and stuff. If you would like to see my response, it's probably, if you didn't get one, it's probably in drafts like his was. So just feel free to reach out, and please accept my apology, because I did not know that that was the case until yesterday. And I'm sorry that at Roan State Community College this semester we have been so beset by technological problems. But oh, this is 9 minutes and 16 seconds. I had better shut up. Okay, so in summary, if you haven't gotten your grade email from me, you're going to get it tonight or tomorrow by midnight. 2, Frankenstein. If you need more time on the first reading, let me know. But right now, everything in that module that I've posted is going to be due tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Number 3, if you never got an email response from me on your attendance check-in and you want that and you want to see what I wrote, please accept my apology and give me a shout. Number 4, know that I appreciate you. You've actually been very, very kind. Every interaction that I've had with you has been so lovely. And one of the things that I actually will miss about teaching this class is that it gives me the opportunity to talk to students from Missouri, from California, from places places where I never would have been able to physically teach. And that has been really fun. So thanks for being so awesome. Tundra and I wish you a great day. Please forgive the construction zone around me. And a happy Halloween season to those who celebrate. Thank you.